Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Miss Thato D in case this is your first time here. I make videos on motherhood and lifestyle and everything in between. I have a 12-month-old baby boy who is the best human being in this entire planet. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel and share my content to people who may be interested. In today's video, I will be talking about a body image. It's something that can be triggering for a lot of people. So if this is you, then please do click out of this video. Your mental health is a lot more important to me than, getting views or like whatever. So before I got pregnant, I was somebody who was pretty comfortable with my body. I was happy with my body. Obviously with Instagram and magazines and all that stuff, there were some times where I look in the mirror and I'll want to change this and want to change that and wish that was bigger, that was smaller, but it was never really anything really extreme where I really hated my body. And then when I got pregnant, the first couple of months of my pregnancy, I suffered a lot with severe morning sickness. I had morning sickness all day. I was nauseous all the time. I vomited and I was just sick and I wasn't eating well. So I lost a little bit of weight during those first few months, and it took a little bit of a while for my bump to really start showing. It really took a while for my body to really show any changes when I was pregnant. But when I got to that 7th month, oh my gosh, you guys, that is when my body started reacting and showing me that, girl, there is a baby inside of you. I feel like I just woke up in the morning and everything had changed. You know what I mean? I had a bump. I had stretch marks everywhere. I had stretch marks on my breasts. I had stretch marks on my butt. I had stretch marks on all over my stomach, in between my thighs, and somewhere even like on my hand like this. So yeah, they were everywhere. I struggled so much when I was pregnant with it, because I would turn on my Instagram because, when I got pregnant, then obviously I started following a lot of other pregnant mamas and stuff like that. So I would turn on my Instagram and I'll see these smooth, beautiful bumps. And it would really be tough for me because I didn't understand why that had to happen to me. And I didn't even think that was going to happen to me because I just had never had stretch marks in my entire, I had never had stretch marks anywhere. I guess I was naive. I should have known that that's what happens with pregnancy, but it was really, really tough for me to, get to a point where I was like, okay with them and stuff like that. And that was a big reason why I didn't even have a maternity photo shoot, because every single time I pictured a maternity photo shoot for myself, I wanted to expose my bump and I wanted to expose a lot of my body. I loved those type of photo shoots where, you're naked and just wearing underwear and a bra and your bare bump is showing. Those were the type of the photo shoot that I wanted. So the fact that my bump looked scaly, there were black stripes all over them, I really, really struggled. And I feel like as I got heavier and heavier and my bump got bigger and bigger, the stretch marks got even more and more and more. I remember being on Instagram and then I saw this other mama as well who had the same kind of stretch marks as me, and she posted it. Then I read the caption on the photo that she posted and it really, really hit home for me, and I felt really, really encouraged. And then so that was kind of the point where it turned around for me, where I was like, you know what? This looks like something that is not going to go away anytime soon. So for my health, for my own sanity, I need to figure out how I'm going to get comfortable with this. And so that's when my journey to kind of feeling better started. I gained about, I think, 15 kg during my pregnancy. Usually my weight fluctuates between 65 kg and 68 kg, but then when I got pregnant I was 74 kg. So I gained a bit of weight because we're just from the festive season and I had been eating and partying. Also, I knew that at some point during the year I wanted to get pregnant, so I was like, what's the point in me just watching my weight and doing all that when I know that I'm gonna get pregnant and get big anyway? So I wasn't even paying attention to anything. So yes, I gained about 15 kg, which brought me up to about let's say 15 plus 74, which brought me all the way up to like 89 kgs, which is a lot, you guys, which is a lot. But luckily, right after I gave birth, I think when I went for my 2-week appointment, I had already dropped like 10 kg of that. So I was down to about 79 kg. So that was good, and I was excited about that I was able to lose the weight. And it didn't take too long for my stomach also to kind of shrink and all that stuff. But my body was nothing like it was before I got pregnant. Nothing. And I knew this, but I thought, okay, if I'm being honest with you guys, that after I give birth, at least a lot of things will go back, you know? Even when the stretch marks were like at their worst when I was pregnant, I still, you know, would get people who are like, okay, it looks bad now, but they will get lighter, and after you give birth, everything will get lighter and you will look a whole lot better. Just don't worry about it, you're gonna be fine. And I was like, okay, no, fine, I understand, I'll still have the stretch marks, but they'll be a lot lighter, I won't look like this anymore. But y'all, it didn't quite happen like that. My stretch marks were still really dark 2 weeks after I gave birth, and I had saggy skin. My stomach had shrunk a good bit, but I was still having that little, you know, after birth bump-ish that you still look like you're about 6 or 7 months pregnant. I still had it. Oh my gosh, I forgot to talk about my breasts. Before I got pregnant, I had really cute little perky nice breasts, which were quite small. I was a B cup before I got pregnant, and then when I got pregnant, really my breasts are the first things to show me that, girl, go take a pregnancy test, because they literally pumped up like balloons. I was like, what is happening? I'm not gonna lie, I loved my breasts when I was pregnant because they went from a B cup to a double D. Y'all, I've never had big breasts in my entire life, and I loved my breasts when I was pregnant. I felt like, you know, I had these porn star breasts. They were amazing. And you know, that is one thing that I thought was gonna be like, oh, this is my life now. I'm like a double D. I bought a bunch of bras, thinking that now I'm this double D girl, like I'm going to be like cleavaging, living my best life, what? And then after I gave birth, I was breastfeeding, and that kind of was consistent, you know, everything. My breasts were still like super big in terms of size. I didn't like the stretch marks because they had like the stretch marks. So that's one thing that I didn't like about them, but I did love the size. The size was something that I was really happy about. And then after I gave birth, I continued breastfeeding. So when you're breastfeeding, your breasts are still really big, especially when they are engorged or when they're full of milk. They still, you know, maintain that like porn star look. So 7 months postpartum, I had completely lost all of my pregnancy weight. I was down to my pre-pregnancy weight. It was great, and I was celebrating, and I appreciated that, and I loved that about the fact that I was able to go back to my pre-pregnancy weight. But at the same time, my body didn't look the same as I was before I was pre-pregnant. After I stopped breastfeeding and the milk completely dried out from my breast completely lost the double D. Like the balloon completely deflated. That is the part of my body that even up to today I am struggling, y'all. I struggle so much with my breasts. I'm getting emotional. I struggle so much with my breasts, you guys. I don't like to look at myself in the mirror when I'm naked and I'm not wearing a bra. I don't like what I see in my chest area. I don't like my breasts at all. It's the one body part through all of this that I'm struggling with. I will not sleep naked anymore. I used to sleep naked sometimes, but not really naked. I'll wear underwear, but now I have to wear like a top over it, because it's not even about other people seeing me, you know, seeing my chest and seeing my chest area. It's also about seeing myself. If I make a mistake and I'm done bathing and I pass by the mirror, it's hard, you guys. It's gonna take me some time with this one. Apart from my breasts, I'm pretty happy with everything else. I'm not like happy, but I'm content, you know. I am accepting my body. I am realizing that my body is never going to look the same as it was before I got pregnant. This is me. I'm a mom now. I have a child. That's what my body did. Like, that is the bigger picture here. The fact that my body was able to carry my child full term, I was able to have a successful birth, and he is healthy and I was healthy. I was able to have a low risk healthy pregnancy, even though my body was changing. I feel like that's what my body needed to do so that my baby can be safe inside of me. I appreciate my body for pulling me through all of that. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some getting used to for me to completely be like, this is me. But I'm confident and I am optimistic that that is going to happen. I'm just happy what I got out of it. You know what I mean? I'm happy what I got out of it, and I just hope that if you are watching this and you also need some encouragement, just know that every single mom's journey is different. Some of you out there lost the weight like this, your body snapped back like this. I don't even believe in snapback culture. I don't like it. I know that we go through Instagram and we see celebrity moms and all these people who just performing and dancing. Beyonce is back on stage 2-3 months postpartum. People are celebrating. I know the pressure is real, y'all, but every single mom's journey is different, and some of you snap back quickly, some of us snap back later. And just give yourself time, give yourself grace, and just be cognizant and remember what that body did to get to the point that it is. But I completely understand if you just want to feel down, if you are struggling with loving your body. It is relatable. It is, you know, you are not alone, and it is possible for it to get better. So before I end this video, I just want to show you guys my body a little bit, how it looks and how different it is now. So I'm going to stand up now and show you guys how I look. So I decided to change into a sports bra so that I can show you guys how I really look. Oops, put this back here. How I really look. Let me get closer. So this is my postpartum body. So I still have these stretch marks. These stretch marks. They were a lot darker, you guys. So I'm very grateful that they look like this. I know it doesn't look very good, but from where we're coming from, I'm pretty okay. My tummy still looks like, you know, saggy and stuff, but I'm not mad at it. The reason why it looks like it's because I had a belly button ring at one point in my youth. So the stretch marks go all the way around my stomach like this. I still have some also around my boob area, but they got really light. They got really lighter than they were when I was pregnant. Yeah, man. So that's kind of like my body postpartum. It's been 1 year. We'll talk again after a year and a half and see how I'm doing. So that's that with this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support, guys. Please do subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and follow me on Instagram. That's where I share all my life and my everything in real time. So yeah, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so that you're notified every single time I have a new video up. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Mwah. Bye.